Hello and welcome to this audio impulse here. My name is Kern and this is episode number 8. And the title for this audio impulse is Make Money with Your Mind, and I mean it seriously, okay? As an expert, make up to $10,000 per month or even more. As an expert by monetizing your mind, I want to talk about this topic, how to earn money with your mind in the online world. And in my last audio impulse, episode number 7, this was one of the last videos or audio impulses that I uploaded at the end of 2023. There I talked about having the right self-image. I talked about why it's so important to understand how you see yourself, your self-image, when it comes to making money, becoming wealthy and living in abundance. And the title of this last episode is See Yourself Living in Abundance. You can check it later on my YouTube channel if you want to learn more about that. But in this episode, I want to talk about how to make money with your mind. And I really mean it. Seriously, okay? For example, generating $10,000 per month online with an expert business as a coach, a consultant, agency builder, or entrepreneur. You can also say creator, as a creator. But this is not the limit. You can make even more. Go beyond that, all the way up to 6 and 7 figures if this is your goal. So I have prepared some key points for this audio impulse episode that I want to share with you. And the first key point is your mind is valuable, and the experiences that you made in your life, the problems that you had in the past and that you have solved, the pain and challenges that you faced and that you have successfully overcome, this is very valuable. And how you did it, the process behind that, how you did it, okay? The how is very valuable. And this is the first key point. Your ideas can help a lot of people if you get it out of your mind and upload it, put it online so that other people can have access to that. You have to share it, and that other people can have access to that information that you have, or even see the services that you offer, the products that you offer. You have to get it out of your mind, share it with other people, give them access to that, make them aware of that, okay? And this is very valuable. You are not the only one who has these specific problems. There are other people out there who also have these problems and they are looking for a solution. Okay? You are not the only one who has pain and challenges. There are also other people out there who have the similar pain, have similar challenges, and they are looking for a way to overcome that. And if you have mastered that, if you found solutions and a path how to solve that, this is valuable for other people. Because other people also want to improve their life. They want to get rid of their pain, overcome their pain. Okay, they seek their desired result, have more fulfillment in their life, and they're also looking for that. And if you can provide that, if you can offer them something like a service or a product, something that you have created, some experiences that you made, and something that is very useful and helpful, if you shared it with other people, this is very valuable. And this is something that I wanted to explain you so that you understand this point here. The next key point is master your mind first. The all is mind, the universe is mental. This comes from the Hermetic philosophy also, a very fundamental principle. Master your mind first. This is all about the so-called X factor. This is how I call it, the X factor. And what I mean with that are your power resources, the X factor. It's all about your attention, your energy, your time and money. Your attention, you can also say your focus or your attention, your energy, your time, and your money. These are your power resources in this world. And you have to learn how to manage yourself or manage these power resources, the X factor. Before you can successfully manage a business or money, you have to learn how to manage yourself. Self-management is important. This is also important if you become self-employed and build a business. It's all about self-reliance also. And this is a fundamental thing that you need if you want to also manage a business and your money. You have to learn how to manage yourself. So it's really fundamental that you master your mind first. Okay? This is also about first principle thinking. A person who is a first principle thinker wants to know the fundamental principles, the basic truth or the true facts of something. Looking at the fundamental principles in life. And one of these principles is what you focus on, this is what you attract in your life. This is the so-called law of attraction. Maybe you know it from the book The Secret, famous book that you can find. There's also a movie about that. The law of attraction. I learned that from my mentor, Bob Proctor, also from the book The Secret. What you focus on, this is what you attract. Okay, this is law. And this applies to everyone out there. So you have to first understand how your attention works. You have to control your focus. You need discipline for that. Because if you attract what you focus on, then it means that it can be positive and negative. So if you focus on positive things, you will attract more of the positive things. If you focus on negative things, you will attract more of those negative things. This is what you should always remember. Where focus goes, energy flows. And the longer you focus on something over time, the more energy will flow. Okay, this is very, very fundamental. So mastering your mind is all about learning how to control your focus, your attention. You need discipline for that. You need awareness for that. Another thing is also that you learn how to master your thoughts and emotions. Learn about the duality of mind and understand that the mind has two sides, a rational side and an emotional side. Okay, the duality of mind. And if you unify that, you will have a polarity. The mind is a unified polarity. We have emotions and thoughts. And before you can go out there and make money with your mind, you first have to master your mind. You have to first learn how to manage yourself, manage your power resources, your X factor, learn how to focus, learn how to control your focus, and manage your energy, your time, and your money. If you cannot do this, if you cannot master your mind first, master your thoughts and emotions, it will be very hard for you to really make money with your mind because you're not in control of it. You haven't mastered it and you will not have good results with that. So you need a good fundamental ground. And this is all about mastering your mind and understanding first principle thinking. And this is also how billionaires or millionaires think, the wealthiest people on planet Earth. Tech giants in the world of technology, they really master their mind, they really understand their mind, how thinking works, and they also know about first principle thinking or the fundamental principles. So you have to become aware about that. And the next thing that you have to become aware about is not just yourself and your mind, but also your belief system, your subconscious programming and your habits, the way you think, the things you believe, and the way you act day in and day out, your daily routines and your habits. This is how you operate. It's like your operating system. Your thoughts, your belief system, and your subconscious programming, they all drive your actions. And this is how you build your habits. So you have to become aware of that. It's all about metacognition, thinking about what you think about, and then analyzing that. Is it something good, something that will bring you better results in your life, or is it something bad that makes you not so good, that makes you worse, okay, where you don't have the results that you want to have? So become aware of your belief system, your subconscious programming, and your habits. And then you have to learn how to rewire your brain if you want to get different results. Rewire your brain, something that I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza. For example, in his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself or Supernatural, rewire your brain. Understand how your belief system works, and then if you have some beliefs that are not serving you, then you have to change them. You have to become someone new, a new individual, a new being. And rewiring your brain is not just about philosophical or spiritual concepts or topics. It's also about your biology, how your body works, how your hormones, for example, dopamine, influences your body or influences your brain. We all have some kind of dopamine addiction. This is a hormone that we seek that gives us pleasure and happiness in some form. But sometimes this pleasure holds us back to achieve the things that we want to achieve. This is also about discipline, pleasure versus purpose. Some people have a lot of addictions. They seek pleasure. They seek something that feels good. But in the long term, this short-term feeling is not something good. In the long term, these things turn out to be something that influence us in a bad way or don't give us the results that we want to have. So you have to understand what kind of addictions you have. These can be things like your diet, maybe you're eating unhealthy food, but this can also be technology. Yeah, you're addicted to your smartphone, notifications, social media. And if you are so distracted in your mind and your dopamine addiction is controlling you, then you cannot really create something of purpose that can also help you to make more money. So you really have to understand this concept of pleasure and purpose. And you also have to understand how it's connected to short-term gains and long-term gains. Because some things that you gain in the short term, like a pleasure, will not give you any long-term gains. But some investments that you make, for example in the world of business, will not really give you a gain in the short term. But in the long term, they will give you a huge gain. Okay? So most people are in a war or in a battle of pleasure versus purpose. And purpose sometimes can be even painful. That's why people avoid it, because this is human psychology. People want to avoid pain and have more pleasure, more comfort. But if you want to be successful and achieve new results in your life, you have to get out of your comfort zone and do some things that are painful in the short term. And this is really a contradiction here, because a lot of things that give you pleasure in the short term will give you pain in the long term. And some things that give you pain in the short term can give you long-term pleasure. A good example for that is a muscle workout. If you want to stay fit and healthy for your body, it's not so comfortable to work out in the short term. It's even painful sometimes. But if you do this workout, in the long term, you will feel more healthy and fit with your body. And you will feel more proud even. And it has many benefits to take this short-term pain to have a long-term pleasure. And if you want to resist short-term pleasure, and if you're seeking long-term fulfillment, then you need discipline for that. Because it takes discipline to choose purpose or even pain sometimes to have long-term fulfillment. So this is a really important concept, and you have to understand how to rewire your brain for the right things and have a perspective for that and awareness for that if you really want to master your mind and also learn how to make money with your mind. And then you have to train your discipline. This is also all about discipline. Disciplining yourself in your mind and being aware what is good for you and what is bad for you. And this really takes focus and discipline. Learning to say no and also replacing bad habits with good habits. It's easier to get rid of bad habits if you replace them. Develop some new habits, replace these bad habits with good habits that give you a long-term gain and not just a short-term gains, but a long-term fulfillment or gain in the future. And mastering your mind is not just about disciplining yourself, understanding how to rewire your brain. It's also about educating yourself, learning something every day, attaining the right knowledge. But you shouldn't just consume information all day long. We live in a world of high-speed information, the age of information. And if you just consume information and knowledge every day, but never really apply it, never really use it, then you will have no different results, or you will not get the results that you desire. So don't just consume information as a consumer. Don't just consume things that give you pleasure. Apply the information that you have. Apply the things in your life and create something useful. Become a creator. So it's all about being a consumer, but also a creator, internally and externally. If we consume something, we get something internally mostly. And if we create something externally. So be a consumer and creator, and don't just consume information, apply it, create something useful so that you can also make money with that. Because in order to make money with your mind, you have to become a creator. And now I want to go to the next key point. And the next key point is all about the right combination of knowledge. And there are two types that I want to talk about that will help you to win in this time we live in. So first of all, you can have general knowledge. You can be a generalist. General knowledge is all about having a general worldview, understanding how the world works in a general way, how everything is connected, interconnected, or even deeply interconnected. And it's also about understanding universal principles in life and also in business, and having an awareness for that on a macro level and beyond. I also talk about the so-called meta worldview. This is what I understand as general knowledge, okay, at the macro level, a meta worldview. This is the first type of knowledge that you should have as a foundation. Understand how everything is connected. And the next type of knowledge would be specialized knowledge. Then you are a specialist. So it's also important to attain or acquire special knowledge or specialized knowledge, and also gain special and unique insights when it comes to helping your clients to achieve a very specific thing. Maybe a specific problem that you help them with so that they can solve it. And this is all about having knowledge in the micro level and about your expertise. Because if you have expertise in something, mostly it's something very specific, a special industry, a special topic. And this is about the micro level, your expertise, and this will also be your genius zone, where you are the expert in the field. Your genius zone, where you can really actualize your potential, where you can also become the number one in one area and dominate a niche in the market, where you can really become the number one, the expert, if this is your goal, where people will come to you because they know that you are the expert, they seek your advice and they know that you have authority in that and they really want your help. So the best combination of knowledge that you can have to win in this time we live in is to have a general knowledge and a specialized knowledge. Okay? This is how you can win in the time we live in. Don't be an extremist. Understand both sides on a macro level, also in a micro level. And this is really how you can win. All right, the next key point on my list is the following. The world we live in nowadays enables us to monetize our mind by sharing our knowledge and skills online and creating value as an expert, helping other people or businesses to solve problems. This is the next key point. It's all about monetizing your mind online, sharing your knowledge and skills with other people, create value as an expert, help people or businesses to solve specific problems, and give them solutions. This is what people or businesses pay money for. They want to solve their problems and get their desired results. If you're listening to my audio inputs right now, then it could be possible that you are trapped in a traditional career path and you want to have more freedom. Maybe you're stuck in a job and you are interested to get out of that. You want to learn how to build a business, become a creator or an expert, and monetize your mind online and become free, okay? The problem is the traditional career path and the educational system won't allow you to really have true freedom in life. Financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, and a so-called meta freedom, an internal mental freedom. But the good thing is, it's not the only path anymore to earn money, so you can break free and go a different path. The matrix, the system that we are living in, has brainwashed us to live as a slave. And maybe you're familiar with that. They tell you, go study in a university to get a degree, pay a lot of money for that. Then, once you get this degree, apply for a job, work 9 to 5, build a career, consume a lot of stuff that doesn't make you healthy, seek entertainment, distract yourself, live for the weekends, find a partner, marry this partner, buy a house, get children, stay in this job all your life, trade your time to earn money, only to pay your bills and your debt until you retire. So this is what they tell you. This is the script that they give you to live your life. They brainwash you, and the thing is, it has nothing to do with true freedom. It's just about survival and being functional in the society. Okay, follow the path that everyone follows, behave, do what they tell you, fit into the system, fit into the box, and just do what everybody else is doing and never really actualizing your potential, fulfilling your own dreams. And don't get me wrong here. Not all of these things are bad. If you have a partner, if you get children, entertainment, watching a movie, working, earning money and so on, these things are not bad, but life can offer you more than that. It's not just about survival, it's about thriving, it's about greatness, becoming great, okay? The good thing is that you can choose a different path. The internet and technology allows you nowadays to choose a different path. And now I want to talk about the next key point that is connected to that. And the next key point is the following. We live in a high-speed information age and in a digital economy. We live in a high-speed information age and in a digital economy. So before the information age and the digital economy, before the internet, people were living in the industrial age. This is also where the 9-to-5 shift got invented. I think it was Henry Ford, Ford Motors and cars. And Henry Ford, a very wealthy and powerful American entrepreneur in the 20th century, he invented this 9-to-5 shift because everything was systemized, all the work shifts. They had machines that were running and people in place and systems, how everything works, inputs and outputs. So he came up with this 9-to-5 shift that everything works efficiently in this system to produce cars, to manufacture cars. So if we talk about the industrial age or the industrial revolution, if we talk about the past, people were still working very hard. It was hard labor work. They had machines. This was the revolution. They had machines that could help them with the work, but some parts of that were still manual. They had to control these machines, okay? But the machines were evolving over time through technology, also through the internet, through Silicon Valley, for example, electricity, electronics, technology, and so on. So the machines were evolving and are still evolving. And nowadays, and also in the future, we will have autonomous robots that look like humans, that run automatically, connected to the internet, connected to AI, artificial intelligence, and they will replace most of the heavy and repetitive physical tasks. But not just the physical tasks, okay? Not just the heavy physical tasks. Also in the past, the machines could already replace heavy and repetitive physical tasks. The robots that run automatically will also replace some of the mental tasks. For example, office work, okay, where you need some kind of intelligence for that, mentally. But the good thing is that humans still want to connect with other real humans. We are still seeking advice from real humans. And this is where you come into play if you want to have a career in the future in the digital economy. And I call this a mental worker. Having a career in the future is all about the digital economy, the high-speed information age, where you work as a mental worker because humans still want to connect with other real humans. And this is where you can become a mental worker, monetize your mind, your expertise, make money online with your mind as a mental worker. And this is really the new model for making money online efficiently. This is the new future career. And you save your time, you save your energy, and you just make money with your mind, but you have to use some tools. You have to use the internet. You have to share or create something online in order to make this possible. All right, so now I want to talk about the next key point. And before you can make money online, you have to understand how to become a mental worker. And this is the next key point. Become a mental worker, create something online, and monetize your expertise. So more and more people nowadays become mental workers or online creators. Maybe you see that, in your own circle or people you know. There are more people who upload videos on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. People or creators who have a podcast show, a playlist, Spotify, YouTube, and so on, Apple iTunes, or people who have a YouTube channel and who share their experiences with the world. And this is also because of the advancement of modern technology and the internet. It's all about high speed. We can only do this nowadays because we have a high-speed internet connection, and also the devices that we use, the smartphones and everything else, are very powerful. And without that, we couldn't do that. So this is why we are living in an age where you can become free by using technology and tools in order to save time, in order to make money, and also live a life of purpose, do something that you love to do, and share it with the world. And the advancement of modern technology and the internet also allows us to connect with people globally all over the world. So if you also speak English, the language of the world, you can talk with people internationally, globally, and connect with all kinds of people globally all over the world and share your expertise and monetize that. We can all help each other by sharing our knowledge and skills. In the same time, we can also make a living from that by building an audience, by monetizing this audience, and also growing a real business. This is how you can do it. You have to share your expertise. You have to get it out of your mind, upload it, and share it with the online world, your knowledge and your skills. Then you have to market it. It's also about business and marketing and sales. And you also have to understand economics or the economy if you really want to have a successful business in the long term. So you can make a living from that as a mental worker who creates something online and who monetizes his expertise. And a book that really helped me here to really understand this and also apply this in my own life and in my own business is the book Expert Secrets from Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson is a famous American online marketer, entrepreneur, and SaaS founder, the software ClickFunnels. And the book Expert Secrets from Russell Brunson really helped me to understand all of this. How to become an expert, how to build trust, how to make people believe in your products, how to make people believe in your service, how to believe in yourself as an expert, and really share this with the world to really change something in the world, to live your purpose and help other people to solve problems and have an impact on the world as an expert with your message, with your knowledge and your skills and the things that you share with the world or with your clients and your audience. Okay? So you share this with the world, with your clients, you monetize that, you make money with that, and you also help other people with that and make an impact. And if you want to learn more about that and go more into detail, then you can also watch more of my videos here on my channel, listen to my audio impulses, the next episodes that are coming, or you can also buy this book on Amazon, read it if you want to get all the details. Also, my videos, I talk about his frameworks, the framework that I created, and the principles that I learned from this book. So I also share this in my own videos. I really talk about all of these frameworks that Russell Brunson has, what I learned from him. He's like a mentor in some form. What I learned from him, what I applied, what worked for me, and how I could get more success with that or get my desired results. So being an expert is also about inspiring people, being an authority, making people believe in you so that they trust you, they believe in you, but you also believe in yourself and your message and the expertise that you have, the knowledge and your skills. And with that, you want to have an impact. I will continue with the next key point, and the next key point is the following. The mind is a creative miracle, and it manifests your reality moment by moment. Okay? Your mind is a creative miracle. It really manifests your reality, and it's doing that moment by moment. So you create your life or your reality with every moment, with every decision. This is so important to understand. There is a power that you have, the power of your mind. This is how you create your reality. This is how you create your destiny. And you can really actualize your vision, the dream that you have, the vision that you have for your future, for your life. You can really actualize that. You can make it real if you really understand how your mind works. And if you control your mind in some form, master your mind, and understand the process of reality manifestation, or how you create the things in your life. So your mind is very powerful, and you should learn how to use it in the right way. And imagination and thinking are really the starting point of all creation. And it happens in this moment. As I said, moment by moment. The present moment is really, really important. Okay, whatever you think right now, whatever you imagine right now, this dictates what you will create next in your life. So you have to be aware of that. And the brain is constantly processing thoughts, managing inputs and outputs, and producing ideas. You can compare the human brain to a computer, a CPU, or a machine with inputs and outputs. So your brain is always working, constantly processing your thoughts, your beliefs, and so on, managing and processing what kind of inputs you get. And then you have certain outputs, and you produce certain ideas and feelings, and then you act on that maybe. Take action in a good way or in a bad way, in a positive way or in a negative way. There's always this duality in play, and this play is a polarity, a play of the positive and negative things in our life in order to evolve. And some of the ideas that your brain produces can be very valuable, even if you're not aware of them. Maybe you don't take them really serious, but some of these ideas that your brain produces can be very valuable if you put them into action. So this is the important point here. You have to get this out of your mind and put it into action, into form, if you want to share it with the world. Because if you keep it inside, nobody can really benefit from that. The world cannot benefit from that if you don't express it. Okay? You get impressions, you get inspired from something. Maybe you read something, you watch something, or you listen to something. Then your brain produces ideas. But if you don't express that, what you have learned, then you cannot really help anyone with that. So it's important to not just get impressed with ideas or inspired from content and so on. You also have to learn how to put these ideas into action and really create something with that. And then you also have to understand how to express all of this. For example, creating content like I do. This can be video, audio, also text and so on. But you can also learn how to create mind maps, mental frameworks, systems and flowcharts in order to really express what you have in your mind, to make it understandable and applicable for your audience so they can apply it. Your specific niche and client avatar. Make it really understandable so people can apply it. And clarity is key. Clarity here is really key. The more clear you express your thoughts and ideas, the better people can understand it and really apply that. And this is also how you create value, by creating clarity, by making things clear. And this also attracts money, because value attracts money. You create more clarity for your audience, your specific niche or client avatar, and this is really value for them, so you create value. And the value that you create through the clarity, this value attracts money. You create value and value attracts money. This is really a universal principle. This is how business works. You have to create some form of value. I'm actually doing the thing right now that I talk about. I recorded this audio impulse episode to help you so that you understand how to make money with your mind. I make it more clear for you so you get a better clarity. This is valuable for you because then you know how to do it. And this also attracts money because people are willing to pay money for clarity so that they understand how to get the things that they want to have, the solutions for their problems. The next key point that I want to share with you is that you are a creator by nature. Okay, we are all creators by nature, and you should start your conscious evolution. Most people create their life unconsciously. They don't create a life where they really get the results that they want to have. They don't use their power constructively. Mostly they use their power destructively, because we are all creating our reality, whether we do it in a positive or negative way. And once you become aware of this, once you understand this power that you are a creator by nature, once you wake up and become aware of who you truly are, then you can really start to consciously create your life and evolve to the next level. And if you want to have a successful life and also more success in your business, you should use your creativity to create value. You have to be purpose-driven and help people to solve problems, become an expert in a field, and then monetize your mind, your expertise, your knowledge and your skills to make a living from that or with that, and to become financially free so that you can really do what you love full time. And then you can take this money, you can reinvest it into yourself, into your education, into your personal growth, into your business, okay, marketing and so on. And then you can also help even more people with your product or service. This is like a flywheel effect, inputs and outputs and momentum, okay? It's like compounding over time. It gains momentum, it's compounding. The more value you create and the more people you reach and help, the more money you make. And then you take this money, reinvest that money into yourself, into your business, and then you can help even more people with your product or service. And it's growing. Yeah, it's like a flywheel effect, compounding over time with momentum. And this is something very great. So you have to understand that you are a creator by nature. You cannot escape this. You're always creating your reality moment by moment. And the best way to create your life is to do it consciously, with a purpose. Okay, be purpose-driven and build something constructively, and don't build a life destructively with problems and depression, poverty, sickness and so on, but constructively with success, fulfillment, happiness, wealth, prosperity, and so on. Now comes the next key point, and the next key point is earn with your mind and not your time. Your mind is limitless, but your time is limited. Okay? Earn with your mind, not your time. Your mind is limitless, but your time is limited. We all just have 24 hours in a day. And it's really hard to scale something by time if you want to grow in the long term, in the future. You have to break this earn with the time link. It's like a chain, it's like a link. You have to break this earn with your time link and learn how to make money with your mind. Before you can make money with your mind, you have to productize your mind. The ideas that you have, the solutions that you have to get it out of your mind and productize it. Create a product out of that, a digital product, maybe a course, maybe like a service. And after you have learned how to productize your mind, you have to learn how to really monetize your mind. It's important that you learn how to sell your expertise 24/7 by using leverage. This is something very powerful, leverage. Because by using leverage, you can save a lot of time and effort and get a higher return of your investment. It's all about inputs and outputs, and your inputs should be always smaller than your outputs if you want to be successful and wealthy in the future. It's all about leverage. And things that help you to have more leverage in your business are, for example, the internet or tools. It's all about the digital economy that we live in. So you can use the internet, tools, even free tools. And later on, you can also use money. Invest into people, for example, employees and people that help you in your business. But in the beginning, it's really the internet that you can connect with everyone around the world and your smartphone or your laptop. And then also digital tools or software that you can use, so hardware, software. And these tools will allow you to have more leverage because you can access the global marketplace. And a lot of beginners or people who want to start a business online as a creator or expert, coach, consultant, they really underestimate how much money they can make. And I want to highlight that you could have a potential $10,000 per month, $100,000 per month, or even a $1 million per year product in your mind. It's sitting in your mind. But if you don't productize your mind, and if you don't monetize your mind and your expertise, if you don't get it out of your mind, share it with other people so that they can have access to that, become aware of your product and service, then you can make no money with that. And then it's just a potential number, okay? The internet and the digital tools that we have nowadays are very powerful. And a lot of people underestimate how much money they can make because these tools allow you to have access to the global marketplace. You can reach so many people with your smartphone, for example, through the internet, through social media. And a lot of people don't really see how much money they could make. They use their phone or their computer or notebook just for entertainment, for education, to also chat with people, friends, watching movies, entertainment, social media, and so on. But they don't really use it to make money with that. They just waste their time and consume stuff, but they don't invest their time to really create things of value. So I think by now you have realized that it's really important to productize your mind, to earn with your mind, not your time. And another thing that I want to talk about is that you shouldn't sell per hour or per time. You should sell per piece, volume, or percentage. Okay? Get rid of the hour and time trading. This is the only way how you can really break free and have financial freedom and time freedom. It's much more easier to generate $10,000 per month, for example, if you sell it that way. For example, per volume, piece, percentage. And let's say you want to sell something by productizing your mind and monetizing it. What could you sell? And I want to give you some examples, some practical examples. So if you want to do something for someone and you want to sell that, where you apply something, then you should sell a service. But if you want that people apply something and you help them to do something by their own, then you should sell information. So these are the two basic ways how you can monetize your expertise and make money with your mind, with your skills and your knowledge, for example. And you have to sell a service or information. When you sell a service, then you apply something for someone, for your client, for example. But if you sell information, your clients will apply this information and do something with that to get a certain result. And if you sell a service, this could be consulting and implementation. And if you sell information, this could be a course and a community. These are just some examples. And once you have decided how you want to sell your expertise, for example, through a service or information, then you have to decide or choose your pricing model and choose a pricing model that works best for you. And there are different ways how you can do that. And I want to share with you what I have learned from my business mentors. So if you have a large and general audience, then it's really a good way to have a medium ticket service or low ticket info product. This is the pricing model. This can be something that starts at $100, for example, a low ticket info product that goes up to $500, or maybe even a medium ticket service that starts at $1,000. And this works best for creators and coaches on a B2C level, business to customer. But if you have a small and specific audience, then it's really a good idea to have a high ticket service or a high ticket info product. This is something that starts at $2,000, for example, or even goes up to $5,000 or $10,000 and beyond. And this works best for consultants, professional consultants, and agencies on a B2B level, business to business. All right, now you have a better understanding how you could earn money with your mind and not with your time, how you can productize your mind and monetize your expertise. And now I want to continue with the next key point. And the next key point is the following. Install the right belief system about money and finances and develop a money mindset. So you really have to understand that you cannot make money if you don't have the right belief system for money. You need to develop a money mindset that will help you to have financial success. Otherwise, you will sabotage yourself. That's why a lot of people are stuck and poor and they cannot overcome poverty and so on and cannot become wealthy, rich and free because they don't really have the right belief system about money. Maybe they even think money is something bad and evil, okay? And you have to install a new belief system that helps you to really become financially successful and prosper and become wealthy. And that helps you to have more success with money. And there are some books that help me a lot and that I can recommend you if you want to win the money game. And one of these books, the first one that I want to recommend you, is the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. A worldwide bestseller, a very famous book that really helped me also. Another helpful book that I can recommend is the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, where he talks about financial education and the so-called money quadrant or the financial quadrant. And he talks about the different levels. For example, you start as an employee maybe, then you become self-employed, then you become a business owner, you build a business, and later on you become an investor. And this is how you understand how you can evolve when it comes to making money, having more success financially, becoming free. And if you want to make even more money and you have big goals, you want to become rich and wealthy, then I can recommend the book The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. This book will really help you to reprogram your subconscious mind and your belief system about money and so on. And it's important to understand that you will never become rich, wealthy, and free if you don't program your mind for financial success with financial education. You need financial education through the right books and mentors. And mastering your mind will allow you to master your life and also your business and money. First things first, as I said, one of the first key points, first principle and so on, is mastering your mind. Master your mind first. This is also when you master your life, also your business and money. It all starts within. It all starts in your internal world. And your internal world, the things that you believe, the thoughts that you have, this will be reflected in your external world. It's like manifestation, okay? And being rich or poor is first a mentality and then a reality. First comes the mentality and then the reality. So the money game is mostly a mental game. And if you want to win here, you have to understand the rules, the things, the principles. And if you master that, then you can really win big here. That was the last key point, and we come to the end of this audio impulse episode. And now I have a last question for you. Do you want to learn how you can generate your first $10,000 per month online with an expert business? And how you can really actualize yourself? Upgrade your mind as a creator, coach, consultant, or agency builder? I want to show you how I did it in my free revelation video. This is for you if you are on the entrepreneurial path if you want to live a life of freedom, mastery, purpose, and truth. And you will discover how to break free from the matrix and create your own reality. So the next step is to register for my free revelation video. It's a really extensive video presentation where I documented the last years of my life, how I started with zero and how I could get my results. And if you are ready to create your future today, if you want to take it to the next level and make your first $10,000 per month online or scale it even to 6 and 7 figures, then check the link below this video or this audio impulse. Click on the link, you will come on the page, you will find all the information there, and you can register for my free revelation video. And finally, I want to say, be the one who makes it happen. So that's it for now. You can check all the links in the description if you want more free resources and more information. You can also get free access to my expert business framework, a video where I share my screen and show you step by step how to implement the things that I talked about to create or build your expert business. I will show you the right framework for that, and you can access that if you join my free Facebook group. Just click on the link and you will find all the information how you can join the Facebook group. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have liked this video or this episode, make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can comment and share your thoughts. You can share it with other people. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more videos and podcast episodes in the future. My name is Andy Kern. I wish you all the best and bye.